Welcome to another AI late to class. I have another great model for you today. This one's called Image to Video FusionX I2V, which is a merge of a LoRA and multiple other really good WAN 2.1 models. This is the best sort of model I've seen so far. Its quality is really good and its speed is good as well because of that CausVid LoRA that's included inside it. And as you can see in the image there's good motion, and the overall clarity around the outside is really good too. This has different versions of this model, so I'm just doing the image to video today. I will do the other videos on the Phantom and the Vase and the GGUF versions. All of this are Low Ram. This is fp8. So I'll be keeping the workflows just for people like myself that have low VRAM. I don't want to leave in the FP16s. Everything will be changed. So let's get into it. So in ComfyUI, if you see my other videos, you've got the clip H there. Up the top, you've got the VAE. You've got your text encoder, the UNT5. Upload your picture. This one I've made 512 by 512. That'll obviously run faster than your normal 832 by 480. Keep divisible by 16. Don't touch this one, clip encode. This here is a bit different. See, it's got a number of frames. And in all other 2.1s, you're usually doing 81 frames. But the recommended for this is 121 and have the frame rate at 24 frames per second instead of 16, which is what you do at the end over here. When you're outputting, right? On here it's 24. Usually it's 16 in all other 2.1s. Here's my prompt here. Wolf-felt creatures of 3 puppies sitting at a table in a woodland forest. 2 other puppies are drinking from their teacups while the other puppy with the hat pours tea all over the table. That sort of didn't happen with the tea pouring over the table. It did in my last generation. But I like the movement better in this one. I'd made no changes, just a different random seed. That's another thing. Make sure if you got your seed there and underneath you got randomize to change it if you're wanting different outputs. I'll put block swap 20 on this because it just seems to work on this computer. In fact, I could have probably pushed it up more because I was looking at my VRAM and it was still had a bit of a gap there, so I could have made more. Now this is where you load your one model, FusionX there, and yeah, the quality of this is quite good. I like the movement of this, even though it didn't do exactly what I want. Right, so we'll go and look at the websites. So here we are on the one FusionX website. There's a lot of stuff on here. Not going to read through all of that. I'm just going to start looking at these samples. That one is just, it's almost like it's some sort of CGI. Very good. This one here, pull focus. I haven't seen 2.1 do pull focus like that before. Great camera movement and motion at the same time. These ones here are using the Vase and Phantom models to be able to do movements in the text to video part. I'll be going over that on another video. Look at this. I've used After Effects for a while. To be able to do that wolf moving like that and then following onto the vine as she comes up to it, that's just something that would be very hard. This one here, the running and then turning around. Yeah. The original Dragon is they've done a conversion for the top version, so it looks like it's in the snow. And look at this movement. So these are some really good movements that we can get just at home, not much here. So anyway, it's got here workflow and models. I've got the links to the models on this YouTube video, so I'll show you that in a minute, and the models there. And then there's the GGUF variants. I'll be doing another video on those because that's a different workflow. And then they've got more examples down here if you want to watch them. So it's just saying this is motion quality, scene consistently, visual detail. Here are the models that are included. So the CausVid is the one generally that speeds it up. They're saying here better flow and dynamics. AccVideo, also speed boost. MovieGen's one of the best text to video generators, so that's included in there. And the Reward LoRA, better motion detail. Got some custom LoRAs that we're not sure about. Probably the detailed LoRA that I've used in the past is probably one of those. It's got information what you need to set it to because it's the CausVids in there, so that's why your CGF is at 1. It's got shift at 2, but down here this is where it says frame count 121 and frames per second at 24. I've done it at 81 on the frame count and 16 and it came out fine, so not a problem remembering. The lower the frame count, then the faster the video will be produced. So don't put these other things on here like Sage Attention, T-Cache or anything like that. There's no need for any of that, and it might ruin the output. Here it is, do not use T-Cache. Yeah, so that's that part of it. I don't think there's anything else there. Let's have a look on the link to where these are the workflows on there. So they've got an image to video FusionX, which is a different version of the one I've made to download, but you can go there and get their one. There's a text to video one. The Phantom, I'll do another video and I'll change that workflow so it's easy for Low Vram. Same with the Vase and the Vase GGUF and this text video GGF. You can have a look through their samples too, which are really good. If you haven't got an account at CausVid AI, I suggest getting one. All the models are free. Well, when they first release, someone tries and charge money for them, but a couple days later they don't do that. So have a look at those, right? And then there's the models themselves can also be from there. They've got Fusion text to video, image to video. They've got the Phantom, the GGF, and the FusionX. Have a look through those as well so you can see the quality of this and the differences when you use Phantom. You can click that top tab and that'll show you the versions with Phantom, which we'll get into that in the next video. There's also up on the website itself, you go back here, I think it's near the top, is it? No, it's under all these images. You come down here and it's got this models Hugging Face repo. This is the one that I've downloaded. I didn't download off CausVid AI. I used this one here, the 16.4. This is for the I2V is image to video. So I've used the image to video model, but you can get it off CausVid AI. And I've got that one in there. If you haven't got the text encoder, these links are here on the website. So you've got the T5 text encoder, you've got the ClipVision H, and you've got the VAE, and in your computer, in your ComfyUI folder, you'll have a long list like that. So in this clip folder, drop your text encoder there, clip, and in your clip vision folder, that's where you do your clip vision H, and in your VAE, put it in that VAE folder down there. Your model that you download, the Fusion model, put that into Fusion models. And yeah, that's all we really need to do about there. So yeah, this one took, having a look at the seconds, I haven't got it listed there, it was around 6 minutes to generate that. So yeah, I'll probably go into it and get onto the Phantom model and the Vase model, but this one's very easy workflow. Just remembering, if it don't have any of these nodes, use your manager. You should have a manager at the top. I don't. Use that to get the nodes you don't have. And if you have problems with the portable, put the manual one. Use Anaconda, install that, and put a manual version of ComfyUI in there, or use Pinocchio. There's multiple ways I've found that you can get them going. If one's broken, another one will work. You might have to change your versions of Python or your versions of Torch and that, but you can get it going. I'll probably do a video on that later on using multiple versions. But that's it for today.